huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out, they're crazy.
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated. So.
And 50 Cent sells Diddy doc to Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen.
This isn't just another rap beef. It's deeper than that. Did you know 50 Cent and Diddy used to be friends? They even collaborated on the iconic I Get Money Forbes remix. But things took a turn, and now their feud is one of hip-hop's biggest dramas. 50 Cent has been throwing shade at Diddy on social media, and it's not subtle. He's dropping cryptic hints about some major dirt, but he's holding back the details for now. Fans are buzzing, especially since 50's upcoming Netflix series promises to take this feud to a whole new level. Word is, he's got receipts that could seriously shake things up for Diddy. Recently, Diddy's been seen looking emotional. Could it be because he knows what's coming? Whatever it is, this feud is heating up and the stakes couldn't be higher. Stay tuned because this is about to get intense.
There's so many videos on Diddy, that are resurfacing, but an actual documentary. And I don't know if there's going to be like something with 50 Cent voice narrating. I don't know, but it's going to be bad. I would advise everybody to tune in who really don't really understand and what, how far back this goes with Diddy. From when people were speaking out earlier on him. I know it's going to have stuff on Tupac, Biggie, all that, but we're going to check this video out here, man. 50 Cent be trolling, but this is the ultimate right here. Top tier. Let's jump right into it.
Days after a damning surveillance video showed Diddy abusing his ex, a documentary is closer to becoming a reality.
Now let's bring in TMC's Michael Babcock. Good morning to you, Michael.
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing all right. So tell us what's going on with this. We understand rapper 50 Cent has been shopping this around.
Yeah, and you know what? I think a lot of people thought that 50 was just trolling, and if anyone follows 50 on Twitter or Instagram, he's no stranger to that. He definitely, engages in trolling and makes a lot of jokes. So when he had, repeatedly taken shot after shot after shot at Diddy and then said, hey, I'm working on a documentary, I think a lot of people thought that he was just joking around. It turns out he's not. So this is actually a real project that's being made under his G-Unit movie and TV studio, and he's made a bunch of really successful projects under that banner. They were actually selling it around to different streaming, organizations, including Netflix. Netflix ultimately had the most money, placed the winning bid, and at some point here in the future, we don't know exactly when, but this is actually going to be something that airs on Netflix.
And think about this. Everything hasn't even came out yet. So I'm just wondering, they're probably going to wait to see if I'm guessing to wait to see if he goes to jail or what, because I feel like they need more, not more evidence, but just, with the whole raid and stuff. I'm just wondering what else is going to come out that they're going to add to that. Yeah, there's no way this dude is coming back from this. 50 Cent.
People may not know, the two of them have had beef for decades. 50 Cent has kept his foot on Diddy's neck for decades.
Foot on his neck.
Absolutely. They once worked together a long time ago. They're not friends now. They don't like each other. And 50 has taken every shot, especially when Diddy has been down. Diddy really, is not in a position right now to fire back at 50 Cent. So, he's taken a lot of abuse, and I don't know that anyone feels sorry for P. Diddy right now, to be honest.
I don't think so either, and it's certainly not going to end anytime soon.
You're right about that. Man, that's probably going to be one of the most watched, because, I'm just thinking about all the information that they're going to gather and how many people are going to be tied into this. How many people right now are kind of just like, oh no, like, because 50 be getting on everybody when he be trolling. So it's like, I know a lot of people are probably just shaking in their boots right now. I just think that when Diddy approached 50 with the stuff that he says, like, I want to take you shopping and all that, 50 was like, wait, hold on. So, and some guys he probably took shopping before, and they, at the beginning, they probably thought it was Diddy doing something nice until they got like a knock at the door or something like that. And Diddy, I'm here to collect. So my whole thing is like, once this come out, if it goes through and falls through, it's gonna be bad. Like,
where 50 Cent tells the story about how Diddy offered to take him shopping.
Right.
And there's also the time where he made Fabulous real uncomfortable while Diddy was calling some other dude daddy and telling Fabulous, like, yo, why don't you party with me? And, trying to get Fabulous to party with him, What do you think about these like little looks into the past about how Diddy was acting?
I see a lot of, I would call epics, these little commercials, these little cartoon things. South Park, that popped up with the devil talking about, I don't want to do it if Diddy did it. Did you ever see that on South Park?
I haven't seen that one yet. No.
Yeah, 50 ended up posting it, but I'm a South Park fan, so I already knew about that one. You know what I'm saying? So that was on. Was that on South Park? Yeah, that was on South. Yeah, South Park. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm a South Park fan, so I'm looking at that. So, and I say that this guy could have went down in history as one of the greatest producers that put together some of the greatest music in the 90s and having arguably one of the top greatest rappers in hip hop in his camp. For the people to make him the laughing stock of hip hop, the laughing stock of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, is one of the greatest tragedies of our time. It's crazy what he has become to the media.
Can you separate his music from his personal life?
You know the man through his music. So you can't separate his personal life from the music.
Why do you think he was offering to take 50 Cent shopping?
I can't really offer that, bro. I can't really answer that. I don't know why, but just on some sucker shit, probably. You know what I'm saying? Trying to play 50. He know 50. Come on, bro. 50 was rich at the time. 50 used to do music for him. Why he never asked him then when he was doing music for him? You understand? Just talking shit, want to have something to say.
I know what you're thinking, but after all these years, why is 50 coming after Diddy like this? That's the major question, honey. Whatever the reason, it's obvious that 50 is not messing around. Some claim it's about money, while others mutter about ancient grudges, power, image, and perhaps even some sinister secrets that have been kept hidden for years are at the center of this spat, which is no longer just about two artists disparaging one another. Given his reputation for being vicious against his adversaries, 50 Cent seems to have Diddy in his sights. The hip-hop scene is now anticipating the bombs that 50 will drop in this documentary. Will it be sufficient to eliminate one of the largest names in the industry, or is this all a huge mistake? When it descends, there's little doubt that this pair will be the topic of the town, much like
Mount Vernon, New York City, Mount Vernon, and Miami, all that is the same, bruh. Nobody wants to be near him. Nobody wants to touch what he touched, be where he at. You understand? It's crazy, bruh, how his fall from grace, which was never from grace, it's just like the devil just kicked him out of hell. Because he was never in nothing graceful and did anything graceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say about, okay, he did the music, he had the bad boy legacy and everything like that, man. But, you know, a few albums, a few people, you know, made to be famous, but they not here to tell their story. Black Rob, Biggie, Craig Mack. They not here to tell their story, bro. And now you got everybody telling his story.
Yeah, and I know 50, he did a recent interview with US Weekly saying that the reason why rappers are quiet about, Diddy's situation is because they've been to his parties and they don't know what got caught on tape.
Bro, those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house. That's a big house. But he had 250 tape recorders in that house that they took, that the feds found. So now with them finding all that and you being at a Diddy party, you know you may have done something that was caught on one of those tapes. You just better pray to God that they don't recognize you. Those people who know that they did something, no, they're not going to speak out. They're not going to say nothing. What part of the game is that? They are not going to come forward and tell on themselves. Nah, not at all. Ice Cube, he said it himself, bro. He said that Diddy's been targeted because of what he said about those folks and those people. Now, the people who was on those tapes may feel like Diddy might be targeting them. Because if he's asked about who is this, who is that, and he's under oath with the federal government, he got to tell them. He's not going to plead the fifth.
Yeah, I know that got to be a terrible feeling, man. You know you did something wrong at Diddy party, and you hoping and praying that it's not caught on tape.
But they don't think they did nothing wrong. That's their lifestyle. That's their lifestyle, bro. I ask guys all the time, if two men lay down, how many homos get up? What you mean? I mean what I mean. It's what it is. Kirk Burrows. And Kirk Burrows, and I ain't gonna even get this guy no play. Not Kirk Burrows, but one of the Puff dudes that I know that's real close to him said, Kirk told me, yo, he want to reach out to you, Gene. He want to speak to you. I said, speak to me for what? What do you want to speak to me for? If he's trying to speak to me, it's for Puff. Point blank. I know the dude. I know how close he is to Puff. He's been with Puff from day one. So he ain't got nothing to say to me, bro. But Kirk Burrows did say to me that the dude said enough is enough. When do it becomes enough? Yo, because, bro, listen, I didn't ask to be put in this situation. You understand? And a lot of people ain't going to understand this because a lot of people wouldn't give up what I've given up to be in this situation. You understand? My whole thing about it is when you lean on right, you ain't gonna never turn to wrong. And my whole thing about it is that Puff wasn't right what he did to people around us, man. He wasn't right what he did to people around us. Him being hard-headed, not listening, and not telling the truth and constantly lying cost a lot of people their lives, man. It cost a lot of people their lives. I want him to understand. When I told him, if we don't do something to these doors, people gonna die tonight. And forget, and I want to say F what other people say. Everybody know I told him that. Our whole crew know I told him that. From Slick to Nord, Bunny, Big Boy, Eddie, all the people that was with us that night know I told him that. 9 people end up dead. Everybody know I told him. Not everybody, but Paul was there. D-Rock. Some of the Bad Boy street teams. If we go to this party tonight, somebody gonna die. I got intel from 2 top gangsters. From a dude rolling with Jodeci. I got intel, bro. We go to the party, somebody gonna die. Big's music, I hate to hear it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know what I did. I know what I said. They know what I said. So it don't hurt me. It's a feeling that you get when you know something didn't have to happen that day. And I was never no play. I'm playing with people. I joke and I tease, I talk about you and everything like that. But if I come to the table something that's real, respect that. And it became a part where the respect was gone anytime that, and it probably don't have nothing to do with me. There was ulterior motives that took Big to that party, bro. There were other motives that took Big to that party that led him not being here today.
I can assure you that the tea that will be spilled will be hotter than a summer day in Atlanta. But here's the real joke. Even though everyone has heard stories about Diddy before, this time is unique. We're not just talking about a few shady business deals or contract disputes. Honey, what if the 50 video is just the beginning? Rumors about lawsuits, business disputes, and some really shady deals are circulating the streets. 50 Cent isn't playing around. He has that look in his eye that makes it seem like he's about to drop a bomb that will shake the entire company. Quicksand is the foundation of Diddy's kingdom. If it collapses, who else could perish? Alongside him, you know how they say there's no smoke without fire. Well, there has been smoke around Diddy for years. You may recall the rumors about how he treats his artists or the stories about where all that money really comes from. There are theories that 50 has receipts, and not just any receipts. We're talking about the kind that could make Diddy sweat more than a church sinner. But here's where it gets really juicy. Some people are speculating that the 50s documentary may also delve into Diddy's private life.
The 90s. You heard? That's what I've been hearing. But not the freak-offs per se. Nah, I didn't necessarily know about that. Because Puffy used to be known as like a good party promoter. Like he would have parties in New York. Him and this lady, Jessica Rosenblum. And they used to have very, a lot of celebrities would go to their parties, would be a lot of chicks there, and they'd have the good parties, like, at different venues around the city. And when they was the promoter, you would know that, okay, that might be a party you want to go to because it's going to be popping. But it wasn't any kind of like, there was no signs of no freak off type of shit. This is shit that happened later when he's having parties at his mansions and shit like that. Like, I only know him for going to those parties that were out in the public. See what I'm saying? That's the only Diddy party I ever been to was out in public, and there was no freak off shit. There was no outwardly gay shit going on or anything like that.
So that's been going around since the 90s, him being bisexual?
I heard that's why he had got fired from Uptown. That he got caught in a precarious act, doing something real baby oil-ish in the office. Now I'm not going to get into the rumor of who the other dude was, but y'all heard the rumor. And homeboy, the other dude says it's not true, but I don't know. I'm just saying that was the rumor since back then.
Yeah, somebody told me about that, how they walked in on Diddy getting fellatio from another man.
Yep.
Wow, dude. But speaking of baby oil, how you feel about the feds finding over 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Of baby oil and lubricant. Don't forget, they said and lubricant. So you got to, maybe could have been 500 and 500. I don't know, but it's a slippery slope, Art. Like, it's a very slippery slope when it comes to baby oil, um I don't know why you would need. First of all right, as a man, if you know about the anatomy of a woman and you know how to get her in the right frame of mind, no oils are needed. She's self-lubricating. Okay? So that leads me to believe that's for something else. For something else that needed moisturizing. These niggas is out here practicing sex magic and they're trying to shatter people's chakras, shatter their lower chakra. Okay? That's what we're gonna call it. He likes to shatter people's chakras. I think men and women. And that's where the baby oil and the lubrication comes into play. Or here's another reason why you might need baby oil and all that. If you're giving people slipping the Mickeys and shit like that, right? And you knocking them out and you having sex with people that are knocked out, like females that are knocked out, well, that female is not gonna now. Why would she get wet? She don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? So she's not gonna be into it. Her body's not gonna be into it. So you might need some sort of lubrication. If that's what you're doing. I don't know. This is just all alleged things that we hear going around that he may have done. And if he did do that, that's some real piece of shit. You're a piece of shit to do that. To a woman, to a man, to anybody. To try to do some shit against somebody's will, slip them a Mickey, and then they wake up sore. That's criminal. That's criminal. That's
You got to be a real piece of shit to do that. But how you feel about the feds finding videos of his freak offs? You think is any celebrities worried?
absolutely. Absolutely. CEOs, all kind of motherfuckers. A bunch of people stepped down from their positions after this happened. Bunch of people stepped down there from their position after this happened. Why do you think they would do that? Because a lot of times these guys got like morality clauses in their fucking contracts and shareholders. If some sort of action comes against you, then maybe you can't get your fucking pension and all this type of shit. So let me get out now before my fucking name comes up in this shit and I can't get my bread. You see what I'm saying? So That's why I think a lot of people started stepping down. You did?
How you feel about them denying his bail twice? You think that's fair?
I don't know. I mean, when you got so much money like that, I feel like you are a flight risk. You are a risk to, and not even just a flight risk, but if you're out and being able to move around, you can intimidate witnesses and all kind of it's just much easier for you to like continue to be foul. You know what I mean? You could continue your freak offs and you could continue to put some shit in the champagne bottle and offer people drinks and shit like that. But what I will say is, I don't want it to just stop here. Like, he's not the top of this. He's not the top of the pyramid when it comes to freak offs or doing illegal shit as far as CEOs go and all this type of shit. Like, there's white people that need to come to justice for this shit too. You heard? Like motherfuckers that taught him this type of shit, the Clive Davises of the world and all this type of shit. Like, let's not forget about these motherfuckers. Let's not just single out the black man who does bad, because there's plenty of fucking motherfuckers out here who do bad. Wasn't they just talking about Jimmy Iovine? Didn't he do some shit? Like, let's not fucking forget about these motherfuckers either. Okay? Like, it's so quick. We are very quick to fucking, oh, a black man did some shit. And to me, it doesn't matter black or white. If you're doing wrong and that's detrimental to people, that's not cool. I'm not fucking with you. You know what I mean? But I do see how they will pile on the black man and kind of, take you away from the white dude that's doing the same thing. So, yes, I'm here to say, put pressure on these motherfuckers too. Let's not make, and I'm not just saying even CEOs. I'm saying even people that was helping this dude, like aiding and abetting him and others that do shit like this, all of these motherfuckers need to go down. Because I believe a dude like him would use bodyguards and shit like that to like hold a motherfucker down, or you know what I mean? Or have a chef put something special in somebody's food to make them, if you was a part of that type of shit, or a driver to drive somebody home that just got, sexually assaulted, and don't say nothing, like, and you could visibly see this person got bruises and, motherfuckers bleeding out the ass and all kind of shit, and you didn't say nothing. Come on, man. All y'all need to get locked up.
From your point of view, with all the information you know, what do you think Diddy should do? Take a deal, drop names?
Oh no, he looks like he's cooked. He looks like he's cooked. If they're not gonna take $50 million, like, they're fucking serious, because at the end of the day, the government and all that, that's what they really want, is money. So if they're turning down the money, whoa, like, yeah, they really must want you, got something on you, or trying to leverage something bigger than that 50 million. What's on those tapes? Who does he have on those tapes? There's rumors that there's politicians on those tapes. I've heard rumors of Obama and Michelle. I don't know. This is just the rumors I hear. You know what I mean? But, who's on those things? And how is he leveraging those tapes? You know what I mean? And what's he gonna do? What I think he should do? I don't know. This is like, because again, I would never be in this position. So to have to figure it out for him, I mean, I don't think he's no type of gangster or nothing like that. He's not gonna just hold it down. So I think he's gonna tell on people if he can, if that can help him. He said in the song, take this money. He said something of the feds to come get me. He said something of, you're coming with me. Like, And 50 Cent wrote that actually, but he already said that if the feds come get me, you're coming with me. Like he said that in a song. So
I know what you're thinking, but girl, it turns out that we haven't seen anything yet. Those recent lawsuits that Diddy has been trying to hide could be related to what 50 is about to disclose. We're talking about some serious allegations here, the kind that could make or break careers. But here's the thing that has everyone in shock. If what 50 is saying is true, it's not just Diddy who's in trouble. There's a whole network of people who might be involved, big names that will leave you stunned. We're not just talking about Diddy's image here. We're talking about his entire empire, his businesses, his music, and his legacy. Given his recent public breakdowns and emotional outbursts, it seems like he knows what's coming and can't stop it. If even half of what people are saying is true, this documentary could completely change everything. Everything might be at stake. Where there is smoke, there is typically fire, and it appears like 50 is ready to bring the entire fire department. I'm not claiming Diddy is guilty of anything. That is for us to determine.